Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to our leadership training, Sunday night training. This is the call that you get your pens and your papers and you take lots of notes. We have an amazing leader, top income earner today to carry on a wonderful training for you this evening. So sit back, get your pens and your papers and take lots of notes. My name is Shanaira Richardson, diplomat with Global World Trade, and it's absolutely my pleasure to be your host this evening. But first, before moving on, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to Nigeria, all our luxury consultants in Nigeria. Happy Mother's Day to all the lovely ladies in the UK as well, United Kingdom. Happy Mother's Day. And as well in Ireland, Happy Mother's Day to all the lovely mothers out there. And yes, enjoy. I hope everyone enjoyed their Mother's Day. And yes, we'll be looking forward to celebrating the other Mother's Day coming up in May 10th. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring on our amazing presenter this evening. This gentleman launched his business back in 2007. When he launched his VDM, he signed up right away as a diamond. So he launched his diamond VDM right away. He came from a wealth management banking background, managing the world's Canada's second biggest bank. And when he saw the business, he automatically right away saw the tax benefits, the assets of gold, silver, and diamonds, and it hit him right on the nail that all of these were the keys to wealth in GWT when he first saw the business. He personally launched 65 VDM, and his team has grown to almost 4,500 VDMs in 68 countries, including 2,000 VDMs in 27 Caribbean islands. He has helped many people around the Caribbean, where the average income in the Caribbean is $700 to $900 a month, and he has helped many to earn up to $1,000 to over $10,000 a month with GWT. He's earned residual income for over 360 weeks straight, ladies and gentlemen, and he was able to double his income from the bank and be part of Global Wealth Trade since he's been a luxury consultant with us. He's a 10K member. He's part of the 10K Freedom Club and GWT Six-Figure Club. He won the highest honor in the company, which is the President's Cup Award. He's also one of our President's Cup Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on the call our very own, we call him the Caribbean man, the man with action, our regional ambassador, Mr. Sean Haynes. Mr. Sean, good evening. Are you on the call with us?
Well, thank you so much, Shanaira. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Take it away.
Wonderful. Thank you for that kind introduction. And also let me commend you, Shanaira, Ambassador of the Month. You've been doing absolutely tremendous job stepping up in leadership. So we're very, very proud of you and all that you're doing. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, our Global Wealth Trade family all around the world. And also let me extend my wishes to a happy Mother's Day to all in Nigeria, UK, and Ireland. So welcome to this training tonight. It's going to be my pleasure to take you through this great training. But just before we get into the training, I always like to highlight, I call it the nerve center of our business, which is our GWT back office. So I'd like to highlight something from the back office. And of course, we just had an incredible new video that was released. And right in the middle of our back office, we have a section called News and announcements. And when you go to news and announcements, when you log into your back office, right on your dashboard, right on the main page, you see always the latest news and announcements. So it's very, very important that you log into your back office regularly to see the latest updates. And of course, this video, the importance of IA, what an incredible video. You know, I got the opportunity to be a part of that along with our fellow regional, national ambassadors, and it was an absolute fun video, but also a tremendous, tremendous training tool. So, you know, thanks to our CEO and our GWT corporate team for putting that great tool together, because IA is definitely your key to residual income for life. And now with that great tool, you can let everyone in your team simply watch that and see how important IA is to make all your dreams come true in global wealth trade whilst having fun and looking good. So it's all fantastic how it all works together, thanks to our amazing CEO. So with that said, let's get straight into our training tonight, which is all about what it takes. And it's about, you know, what it really takes for you to go forward in GWT and to be able to achieve everything that you want for yourself out of this business. I mean, we're already seeing what's happening. 2015 is off to a record start, which is incredible considering that 2014 was the all-time record setter in our business, but already 2015 is outpacing 2014. Of course, everything starts with vision. You know, do you believe in a vision? And, you know, why is our company accelerating the way that it is? Well, because the vision of our CEO, he has this incredible vision of reaching the billion, creating 1,000 millionaires. And because that vision is so clear for him, all of us have a chance to be a part of that vision and achieve our own success. So we need to have our own very clear vision. You know, you need to have your very clear promise of what you want to achieve for yourself out of this business, and you need to believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, you have that promise, you have the vision, you know, it's not really a question of will you do what it takes, it is that you will do what it takes. Or, you know, as our regional ambassador Abdul Razak in Nigeria always says, just do it, right? So when you have the vision, you have the promise, and you believe in yourself, you will definitely just do it to make it happen for yourself. So the first thing you need, again, is your vision and promises for what you want in GWT. So, you know, right away when you launch in this business, the first two things that you go through is the Launchpad. Of course, Launchpad shows you how to go from wherever you start to the 10K Freedom Club and even beyond. And next is the next 30 days action plan. And one of the very first key central things in the next 30 days action plan is your 3 whys. Okay, the 3 whys, really why you decide to even get started in this business, what's going to keep you driving forward in this business as you go from, you know, step by step, week by week, month by month, year by year. It's those 3 whys that will keep you moving forward. And all of the very top earners, top leaders in the company, they all have very big 3 whys. You know, they have 3 whys that's really bigger than themselves. Okay, so, you know, for myself, one of my whys is I want to have 100 millionaires in the Caribbean out of our CEO's 1,000 millionaires vision. So, again, having whys that are much bigger than yourself, whys that are absolutely a burning desire of what you want to achieve. And the bigger the why, the simpler the how. You see, when the why is big enough, again, the obstacles don't even appear. It's like the champion racehorse with the blinders on. All the champion racehorse is seeing is the finish line. Okay, so it's not seeing there's horses next to it or there's a fence that it might hit. No, the blinders are on, just straight ahead to the finish line. Now, if the blinders come off, of course, the racehorse will run all over the place and never reach the finish line. So when your why is big, you simply just focus straight ahead on achieving that why. You're simply in action. The how becomes simple, because as long as you stay in action, the how will create itself. And of course, GWT, everything's being set up for us. All the systems, all the tools, everything's in place. We just got to know our whys and just stay in action towards those whys. Now, there's 3 questions that you really want to ask yourself, especially at the beginning of this business. And I shall learn these 3 questions from our National Ambassador, Rene Liao. And, it's great if you've never asked yourself these questions, or, your new LCs these questions. It's great questions to ask. And the first one is, how much money do you want to make? And so it's not that the money itself is important. Yes, money is important, but it's what the money can achieve. Again, this is where knowing those 3 whys is very important, because, you'll know, maybe you want to set up a foundation to change lives around the world. You want your business to take care of your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. So when you know these things clearly, you'll start to have an idea of how much money do you want to make those whys become a reality. So then once you know that, then of course, how many hours are you willing to work per week to make it happen? And then how long in years and months are you willing to commit to working those hours to achieve the money you want to make? So, for example, if you want to make $10,000 a month, which is a great place to be, that puts you in our incredible 10K Freedom Club, but you're willing to work 1 hour a week for 6 months, then it's not going to happen, right? So it's great to have people have a reality of, yes, this business can achieve you anything you want, but it's going to take realistic action to make it happen. Okay, it's not a lottery. It's not get rich quick. It's not magic. It's consistent, persistent action, doing the right things day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Then you can achieve any target you want. So it's just good to bring some reality for people early on of, what they will really need to do to create what they want. Now, very important is developing belief in yourself, okay? And this is often most challenging due to the emotional roller coaster. In this business, we have hills and valleys. Our CEO always talks about the hills and the valleys. And so it's very, very important that you strengthen yourself so that when you're in the valley, you will stay in action to get to the next hill. So it's simple. It's actually, when you're on top of the hill, when all's going great, that's okay. But at the end of every hill, there's another valley. And so when you're strong, again, when you know your whys, when you've got that strong belief in yourself and what you're doing, you're able to move out of the valleys because you stay in action to go to the next hill, which is very, very important. As long as you keep moving, then you will climb to the next hill. But unfortunately, many people, the emotional challenges get them stuck in the valley. We call it pity parties, where, you have a pity party. No one else shows up to your pity party but you. And if you extend that pity party too long, unfortunately, it can bring everything to a halt. Okay, but this is just natural. This is just nature. It's not limited to GWT. Everything in life, you're going to go through hills and valleys. Okay, your health, your family, everything in life. Now, our incredible CEO, he said, you must become a mental warrior. Of course, we have the Forensic Networker, an incredible seminar coming up July 10th to 11th. So you want to become a mental warrior. Believe me, you want to be at the Forensic Networker. That's absolutely a do not miss event if you're serious for success. Now, you must do things that will allow you to become strong in that belief for yourself. So it's all about, same as you go to the gym and you lift weights because you want to make the body strong, want to get those strong biceps looking good. Again, it's now about strengthening, the mental aspect, the mind, so that you're strong to go through the battle to achieve what you want to achieve from global wealth trade. And there are many different things that can help with this. Now, one of the very, very important things are events. You see, events are key to success. And if you look at some of the greatest legends in the industry, of course, our CEO, Ramid Mesgarlu, one of the top 3 trainers in the world, top compensation plan expert, Jim Rohn, probably the greatest personal development guru of all time. Mark Yarnell, of course, network marketing legend that unfortunately just passed away, left such a tremendous legacy, created a university course on network marketing, one of the best-selling books of all time in the industry. All these legends and everyone who's reached the very top will tell you, don't miss the events. It's so key, so crucial to be at the events. Whether these are your local weekly tours, of course, being on this webinar, any local trainings, Super Saturdays, your boot camps, any events that's happening. Your regional events, anytime you have regional events that's happening in your region of the world, you either want to drive in or fly into those. Of course, events like Forensic Network or annual convention, no matter where you are in the world, you should be coming to those events. Now, what happens? The events create that excitement and energy. It's literally like your gasoline fuel. If you're driving a Ferrari, you want to put in the 94 octane, the top fuel, so it drives at optimum condition. Well, when you come to events, your excitement, your energy, your whole vibrations, they always say human beings are energy. So your whole internal vibrations, everything in you just raises up to a different level when you come to events. Now, one of the key is that you're around positive people when you're around the GWT family, because we're talking about like-minded people with a common vision. Usually when you're out in the world, there's often what we call sunblocks. Unfortunately, many times sunblocks are right in your own family. So now when you come out and you get around the GWT family and you're around people with common vision, common drive, guess what? That just gives you that positive uplift, that positive feeling that, you know what, I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm going the right way towards what I want to achieve. So it's very, very important. Again, events create bonding. Just getting to be around positive people that are on the same path. That's why you hear about the GWT family, because you're creating that bond with people who are on the same path of you. You create tremendous friendships, working together towards that common vision. So, the bonding, the friendships that you'll create is absolutely unbelievable. Now, events create stories. We are the highest paid storytellers. That's something our CEO always says. And so when you go out to events, you will be around more and more stories when you go to events. So it's very, very important to be at events. I can't even tell you how many times I've been to events and something happened that you weren't expecting. I remember going to boot camp and, our Ferry shoes for men just released and we got to see them there. Or, a new 21 karat ring came out, or a new timepiece came out, or, someone was getting a recognition. I mean, it's endless when I look back over the years of going to events. And, some months I've been to 3-4 boot camps in a month in different parts of the world, and every one of them created their own unique story. One of the great things to have is to actually have, we have a beautiful GWT binder that you can get in your back office, and you can fill up that binder with pictures, because when you go to events, guess what? You can take pictures. The CEO shows up, the senior VP, a national ambassador, regional ambassador, someone shows up. People come from out of town, different countries, different cities. Now you can take pictures, and you can fill out what we call basically your dream book, your story book, with all these different pictures. And, actually my dream book is full, and I haven't actually even updated it in quite a while. I need to go back and update it, but just so many stories over the years, it's already full. But I probably need to update the last year's worth of stories, which, will take another 20, 30 pages to fill up. So that's the incredible part again. And the more stories you have, the more stories you can share. And events, of course, create belief, because when you're around seeing these things happen with your own eyes, when you're actually a part of it happening, you know what? Your belief just goes to another level. When you get to come out and, be around, get to meet our CEO or senior VP, and again, the national, regional ambassadors at different events, your belief will just go to another level. Is so important. Events create the GWT top earners. I can tell you all of the top earners in this company, starting with our national ambassadors, Reza Mesgarlu, Rene Liao, all the regional ambassadors, the 10K Freedom Club. I can guarantee you they all, from literally day one, started going to events. They didn't wait to say, well, when I get into the 10K club or when I achieve certain things, I'm going to start going to events. No, from day one, they started going to events regularly, every single week. And because they were regularly at events, learning, getting trained, being around the stories, being around what was happening, just in action, that's why they became GWT top earners. So attend every event, okay? Attend every event and fulfill your GWT whys becoming reality. Now, what's very important, you must be a student of GWT. What business would you be in without studying to be a professional of that business? I remember flying to Poland, with our senior VP and our national ambassador, Reza Mesgarlu. And, I remember the fog. It was like the worst fog you had ever seen. I mean, you couldn't see anything at all. But I'm telling you, the pilot, man, what a professional. You literally couldn't see till we touched the ground, but the pilot landed that plane so smoothly. It's unbelievable. I just remember thinking, wow, that is a professional. So can you imagine that, you get into some business, flower shop, dentist, and you were lousy at it. You weren't professional at it. How long would you operate? In any profession, chef at a restaurant, you wouldn't last at all. Okay, so you want to be very professional in your GWT business. GWT gives us access day one. I was looking at another company, and they tell you, well, we give you beautiful back office website for a 3-month trial. What that means, after 3 months, then you have to pay for it. GWT, you got full access to all the tools and trainings from day one, ongoing throughout your business. It's all at your fingertips, all access, because again, our CEO, no member left behind is the vision, the culture. So he wants everyone to have full access to all the tools and trainings from day one. So what do we need to do? Utilize them. Okay, you need to utilize the tool. If you don't utilize the tools, they can't help you. Now, study eBIF. You know, your eBIF, your business in a file, that basically is there. Everything that you need in getting started is in the eBIF. You know, the tour, the launch pad, next 30 days, the videos of fashion show, ferry at the Emmys, all the posters, all the flyers, your business card, everything that you need in getting started instantly in your eBIF. Go through it thoroughly, study every part of it from day one, beyond all the live webinars. So again, congratulations to every one of you who's on this call tonight. Listen to the recorded trainings. There's many, many recorded trainings from, you know, weeks, months, years ago that's still very valuable for success today. So you want to go in, listen to all those recorded trainings. Again, learn from and be around those having success. Of course, when you start, you have your My 5. So you want to get very plugged in. One of the first things you should do is learn the stories of your My 5. It's one of the very first things, you know, on your journey to success. Know those stories of your My 5, and then get to be around others having success. Learn those stories. The more you come out again to the live events, the more you can learn from others of success. And learn and apply the GWT training and make yourself confident about your GWT business. You see, in this business, I always say you want to be like a little child. So, for example, our regional ambassador, Jeanette Beaver, she trained on virtual designer parties. Now, I didn't wait the next day. I didn't wait the next week, the next month. No, instantly, when she finished the training, I went and set up a virtual designer party. So that's the mentality you want to have, just like a little kid. You know, adult, you know, I remember going to try to ski, for example, with my kids. And when I looked down the ski hill, in my mind, I was worried, oh my goodness, suppose I fall, suppose I crash into the fence. My kids, they just got on the skis and away they went. You know, all they knew is, hey, we want to ski down the hill for fun. And away they went. So you want to have the same mindset here with this business. Is just anytime there's something that is at your fingertips, a new training, a new tool is given, start to use it immediately. You know, the again, the importance of IA video came out immediately. I just started sharing it. I'm posting it everywhere. So it's not like you can do something wrong or hurt something. So you just want to start using all the tools, all the training, and the more you do it, the more you use it, you just naturally will become more confident with your GWT business. So among the great things that's at our fingertips, of course, you know, the incredible Live Your Dreams video that was released, and very fortunately, there was a great interview after that between our CEO, Ramin Mesgarlu, and Doug Davidson, Emmy Award winner, who's done the Live Your Dreams. And, you know, that's a phenomenal, phenomenal interview on mindset. It's available on our corporate YouTube channel that you can go there and listen to it. It's one of those great, you know, trainings to listen to virtually every day. You know, it'll just strengthen your mind. And that's what it's all about, developing that mental fortitude. So the Forensic Prodigy Mindset interview, I love listening to this interview. Just two champion minds, two minds about winning, and, you know, just that warrior mentality, going through the hills and valleys towards ultimate success, and you never stop going. You know, you never stop going. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal interview. You know, Doug Davidson said, I wasn't ready to die. You know, so he kept going and eventually won the Emmy Award anyhow. Go and listen to that incredible interview, something to listen to every day. Another one I love, and this one's great to put in your car. You know, your car should literally be like a university, audio university. And something I learned from National Ambassador Reza Mesgarlu. You know, he had this car filled up with CDs, and even had audio tapes from 20 years ago when he got started with our CEO in business. And, so make your car audio university, and the forensic upline training from our CEO, the forensic networker, absolutely incredible training to listen to every single day. So if you have it in your car, when you're going somewhere, you just start up the car and it starts to play. So I listen to this one every single day, and I know many of the top leaders listen to this one every single day from our CEO about what it takes to become, the ultimate upline leader for success in our business. Now, what you think becomes your reality. And so The Secret, which is absolutely a tremendous movie. If you haven't seen this movie, I'd be surprised, but it's a phenomenal movie to watch. The Secret movie, and you can go to thesecret.tv. Our very own CEO has actually led us on special secret days, which have been very exciting, all about expanding your mind and creating a vision of what's possible. Our senior VP, Sanaz Human, she's watched this movie repeatedly. And see what it says. The secret: everything is possible, nothing is impossible. Okay, if you believe it in the mind, then it's possible to happen in reality. And one of the great things they talk about in The Secret, and the secret days we've had with our CEO, it's all about having what we call a dream board. And, getting together with your team. If you've never watched a movie, get together, do a secret day, and it's a lot of fun. I know we're going to be looking at doing a secret day here in Toronto soon. We'll talk more about that later in the call. But getting together with your team and doing what we call a dream board is a lot of fun. And just putting that vision on paper is absolutely amazing. And I've done that a number of times. But there's also websites where you can literally create your dream board, because your dreams expand, and you create different dreams as you go on. So the online dream boards make it very easy to add to and keep expanding your dreams. And so it's all about making your dream and vision a reality. So one of the sites I love is called DreamItAlive.com, and it's exactly what it says. It's all about bringing your dreams to life through putting it out there. And on my dream board, I have several different things, and you can create different sections on this site with your dream board. So just for example, in my wealth, prosperity, and abundance dream, basically I say, I'm collecting $1 million in fairy timepieces, fairy palladium silver, and fairy mosh gold and diamonds as assets that will pass on to my 2 sons. So you can put several different things on here. I have being a national ambassador on here and other dreams. So it's absolutely fantastic. As I said, you can keep adding to and expanding your dreams through a site like this. Okay, so also daily affirmations is absolutely phenomenal. Just doing daily affirmations, motivations, it's a great way to start every single day. And just a couple great sites that I love, drwaynedwyer.com, affirmations, and yourdailymotivation.com. Usually they have different affirmation or motivation every day. So great way to start your morning. And then you can have your own different affirmations that you want to say every day. Like, I'm so grateful and thankful I receive weekly GWT card loads of 5,000 per week. I'm earning 10,000 a month residual income, and now take 2 vacations a year to the Caribbean. I'm blessed to have 2 healthy, happy, and amazing children that I'm creating a legacy for through GWT. And also you want to review your GWT whys every morning and evening. You should always have your GWT whys in front of you. So a great place to have them is, in the bathroom, because if you have them on the bathroom mirror, usually you go there first thing in the morning and last thing at night. So you want to have those whys always right in front of you when you start the day and when you end the day. You want to have those GWT whys central in your mind of, again, what's keeping you driven in action for success in this business. And, reading is a tremendous thing to do. The great Jim Rohn, as I said, probably the greatest personal development guru of all time. He said, read 15 minutes a day. He said, skip a meal, but don't skip a book. Okay, so there's some great books. Two that were recommended by our CEO was Think and Grow Rich. Basically, this is a book that all the billionaires, all the millionaires read. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Again, recommended by our CEO as a book that all the billionaires and millionaires read. So those two books alone, very, very important books. Another one I love, Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. He also has a website for that, businessofthe21stcentury.com. Tremendous website. If you have anyone who has questions about the industry, direct sales network marketing, that's a website, that's a book you want to put in their hands to completely open their eyes to what this industry is. Of course, you can find more great books at our GWTpromo.com. And many of these books, I know Think and Grow Rich and many other books are available in audio CD format. So, if you like to listen more than read, that's absolutely fine. All you got to do, get the CDs, put it in your car, and turn your car into literally Rolling Audio University for your success. Now, belief, is very important. Psychology of belief is very important. Mirror talks. So mirror talks is when usually having a pity party. It's good to go to the mirror, or something went wrong. I remember LeBron James recently, he missed a couple shots, made a couple mistakes during the game that the team lost the game. Now, didn't blame anybody else, didn't blame the coach, teammates, the ball being too soft. No. He actually took a picture of himself in the mirror and he put it on Instagram. And he said, you know what? I made those mistakes, but I know what I'm destined for. I know what I'm capable of. And so I acknowledge I made those mistakes, but I know the next game, what I'm going to do. I know the greatness I'm going to achieve in the next game to rectify from those mistakes. And of course, he came back at a tremendous game the next game. So mirror talks is very important. When there's difficulties, when there's challenges, you feel down, this is the time to visualize, think, and expect the positive. Again, do not let circumstances influence your thoughts and moods. By rising over them mentally, you will eventually rise over them materially. Okay, so again, it starts in the mind. Another reason, being around positive people, because if you're around positive people, you will feel up. So again, the more you come out to events, the more you're around your GWT family, then you'll naturally feel more positive more of the time. Now, what's a great thing that you can do is to create what's called a self-commercial. You want to be your own Coca-Cola. So you want to sell yourself on yourself. Now, Coca-Cola, they constantly resell us on Coke over and over and over again. And that is why they are and always will be number one. And if you think of any of the big companies, I always remember, I never told or mentioned to my kids about McDonald's, but somehow they found out about McDonald's. And it's because McDonald's is just always doing that marketing. And You know, they know how to market to attract children, and so somehow they knew about McDonald's and wanted to go to McDonald's. So these big companies, they're constantly, you know, they don't say, well, hey, guess what? We reached number one or we reached the top. No, they constantly do it over and over again. Great athletes, you know, Muhammad Ali. You know, he's always talking about he's the greatest. You know, he always said it. I'm the greatest of all time. You know, and I remember they did a interview about Dennis Rodman, and they would see Dennis Rodman sitting, listening to what they thought was music with these big headphones. You know, they thought he's listening to rock and roll, but actually it was his voice recorded telling him that he's the greatest, right? And so you want to do the same thing here for yourself. It's all about just psyching yourself up mentally towards success. So I'm going to share my self-commercial with you. This is an extended version. You can have a very short self-commercial. This one's a little extended. So basically how it goes is Sean, meet Sean. An important person, a really important person. Sean, you're a big thinker, so think big and think bigger. Think big about everything. You've got all the ability, all the tools, and the vehicle to make your dreams come true, so you're making your dreams come true. Sean, you believe it's possible, so just do it and know you're the leader who shows others the way to what's possible for them. Happiness, progress, prosperity is a given for you, so talk only happiness, talk only progress, and talk only prosperity. If it can happen for anyone, it can happen for you. So just do it. Sean, you have enormous desire to fulfill your promises, so you will not let any obstacles stand in your way, because your dreams and your GWT vehicle to your dreams and your MIM team and GWT family can and will change the world. For you and your MIM team, impossible is nothing and possible is everything. Sean, you look good, so smile. Sean, you feel good, so smile. Sean, you're a great fellow, so smile. Sean, your dreams are already coming true, so smile. Now just go do it, Sean. You can and will do it, Sean, because you believe in you. So that's an example of a self-commercial. Again, you can create your own that works for you. Just anytime you have those little down moments, just, you know, go to the mirror and read your self-commercial with a smile on your face and take yourself to the next level of success. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for joining us tonight. You know, one thing I know for sure, and any of you who've met our CEO, heard from our CEO or senior VP, we know our corporate, GWT corporate, believes in you and believes in us. We know they're doing everything to make it possible for all of us to achieve our dreams. We know our CEO's vision of the 1,000 millionaires, and he believes in any of us who want to make it happen, that it can happen. I know the GWT leaders, your My Fives, you know, the national regional ambassadors believe in you. From the very top down. You know, it's unbelievable in this company that you can go right to the very top and you can reach out to anyone for support. Again, that's why everybody has a My Five with top leadership in it for your success. And again, so you have those in place, but, you know, it's like anything else. If you got the most incredible Ferrari, Lamborghini sitting there in the driveway, but you don't believe in yourself to drive it, to get in, start it, press on the gas, take action to get on the road, none of that will matter. Okay, none of that will matter. So what it takes is for you to believe in you. Once you believe in you, everything else is already there. Okay, everything else is already in place for your dreams to come true. Okay, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Believe in yourself. Know what's possible. Know we got the ultimate Lamborghini of opportunities in global wealth trade to change your life and help change so many lives around the world. Just believe in yourself, just be in action, and just do it. So with that, we want to thank everyone for joining us on the call. And now we do have some announcements. So I'm going to pass it back to our Ambassador of the Month, Shanaira Richardson, and we'll go through the announcements. Are you there, Shanaira?
Once again, thank you, Regional Ambassador Sean Haynes, for that amazing training that you took us through on this evening. I hope everyone took lots of notes and utilize your notes and go through them clearly. We're going to go through some announcements, but before we go through some announcements, I just want to go through some quick comments that we have. We have Rosalina McVie saying this is a millionaire mindset training. Thank you, Mr. Sean Haynes. Awesome. Thank you, Sean. Great training. That's from Nando Mill. We also have D-Roy saying fantastic, inspiring training. Thank you, Sean. You and I have always been a great inspiration to all. And we appreciate you. We won't forget you. We also have Fizel from Dubai saying, thanks Sean and Shanaira starting with this training. I am now doing my first dream board. Thank you. Thank you so much, Fizel, for being on the call with us. We have our national ambassador, Mr. Rene. We are saying, hey bro, don't forget. We also have Kelly Ferrer saying, thank you so much, Sean. What an incredible training. Thanks for helping us keep our dreams alive. And thanks, Mr. Remy, for providing us the dream. We have Teresa Kelly saying, excellent training again tonight by our regional ambassador, Mr. Sean Haynes. I feel renewed, revived after these leadership training and really prepared to take necessary steps to move to the next level. I have to believe in me and just do it. Absolutely, Teresa, just do it. Thank you for being on the call as well. We also have Shauna Robinson saying, wow, 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 what an insane call. Regional Ambassador Mr. Sean Haynes, thank you for all amazing tips, tools, and I cannot wait for Forensic Conference this July. Thanks. We also have James Obridge saying, thanks Sean, awesome training, learned so much today. Thanks Shanaira for a great hosting today. Thank you so much, James, for being on the call. And last but not least, we have Daisy saying, thank you so much for the amazing information. You never cease to be the best of the best in your training. Thank you all for being on the call this evening. We very much appreciate you being on the call and for taking leadership of your business, for being on the call. So as we go through our announcement this evening.
Actually, Shanaira, can you hear me?
Yes, Regina.
Awesome.
Sean Haynes.
Yes, thank you. And
yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for those kind comments. Our very first announcement, before you go through the rest of the announcements, Shanaira, I want to bring on a special guest in Toronto. We've actually been doing our weekly tours and boot camps at the Holiday Inn, but we've actually had our national ambassador, Rene Liao, with tremendous leadership, who's been looking for something very special that would be for the benefit of all Toronto area LCs. And so we actually have our national ambassador, Rene Liao, to share a very, very exciting announcement tonight. So we'll just bring on Rene at this time before we go over the rest of the announcements.
Yeah. Hi, Sean. Can you hear me okay?
Hi, Rene. Welcome to the call. Thanks for joining us on the call, Rene. And I'm very excited. Thank you for your leadership and what you're about to announce. So take it away.
Okay, well, again, thank you very much, first of all, Sean, for an amazing training as always. Of course, thank you to our host as well tonight, Shanaira. Amazing job as well, too. Again, folks, I hope all of you have been taking lots of notes. I've been taking notes the whole entire time while working on this new subtitles for this Chinese version of the IA video that came out. So, I mean, those videos are so important, as Sean mentioned before, too, that I have teams that have translated things into different languages to share with their markets. So, that's what leadership is all about. And if you have the time to translate that into, of course, different languages, we can create subtitles for those videos on YouTube as well, too. But for tonight, we're very excited because, of course, as Sean mentioned, the Leadership Core has always been hosting our monthly boot camps at the Holiday Inn Express. We also have, of course, our weekly tours every single week. And some of the things that you might not see, of course, being in the field is some of the headaches that we have to go through as leaders. But, of course, we just know that it's part of the business. We get used to it. But, of course, some of the things, the challenges that we've gone through, of course, is sometimes they double book us. Sometimes they forget to book us our rooms. We've had times where we got put into a boardroom. We've had times where we've gotten upstairs, got downstairs, back and forth. So it's been quite a challenge sometimes. And it's not just, any kind of hotel. It happens to all kinds of bookings. Sometimes the managers just don't remember. And so at the same time, I know that the current setup as well too, of course, it's a great value just spending only $10 a week to have a room with coffee and tea for all of your guests. Get a chance to have the tour done for you, to have your prospects meet all the amazing local ambassadors, diplomats, regionals, and nationals, in the local meetings. But of course, also, if you want to do the monthly pass, it was $25, and that covers your whole entire month of all of the 4 meetings every single Wednesdays. And of course, the boot camp for $18. And so more recently, I've been thinking again that sort of thinking back about back in the days where when I got started along with the other, #1 first millionaire, Reza, as well as the other amazing RAs and NAs such as Lior and Sherry and Sean Haynes, Jeanette Beaver, Annalie Riga, and all the other shareholders and owners back in the day. We used to do meetings at the head office till, I don't know, like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. And it was just so much fun because you're constantly around people who have the same mindset as you. You energize each other. You give yourself that excitement. You motivate each other. If you ever had a bad day and you came in and you met all these different leaders, you instantly got back your momentum again. So anyhow, I've been looking for almost about, I'd say, half a year now since we started growing heavily again in Toronto, constantly expanding. And, of course, when the market started opening for the Chinese team, I've been looking at different locations. I've scoured the different areas around the head office for another location, looked at about 30 different properties now, spent many days going in early and just seeing different places. And nothing ever seemed to just work out. And, of course, more recently, again, what you guys don't realize is that the hotels that we're at right now recently increased their pricing after the New Year's. So, this, of course, we all come in together and we split the fees, and your fees go towards paying for these rooms. But, of course, recently they raised the cost of the Holiday Inn Express. And even though you don't see that in your weekly cost, it is an expense that the leaders have to cover here. And so anyhow, I've been looking more recently again, and it just so happened that thankfully through one of our Chinese team connections and one of our friends through Sally Huang and through Jason Huang, we actually came across this building here. It's literally really close by the head office. If you know where Highway 7 and Leslie, where the Tim Hortons is, okay, just north of there, between the head office, as you're going up Leslie, probably about a 3 to 4 minute walk from the Tim Hortons, probably not even 3 to 4 minutes, probably 2 to 3 minutes walk from Tim Hortons going north. You're going to reach our brand new, newly renovated, it's called the GWT Independent Training Center. It's going to be run by, of course, all the local leaders, and we're just so excited to have this as a 24/7 access. We're going to have so many events there. In terms of, again, your business expense, because one of the things that you have to realize here, folks, is that, to have a location like this where you can do business out of is amazing. I've been in MLM now for about 12 years, 8 years in GWT, 6.5 years full-time. And, of course, even in my previous first 2 MLM companies, whenever we had events or meetings, you're always paying $10 at the door, at the door. I drive to Mississauga sometimes. I pay $10 at the door too, and it's like a once-a-week meeting. And now, folks, I hope you have your pen and paper ready. I'm going to share with you guys the cost for our newly open GWT Independent Training Center. Every time you want to use this office, it's going to have coffee, water, tea, Wi-Fi. It's just for our members and their guests. It's going to be $5 per time, so it's actually not going to be $10 like it was a Holiday Inn, so we're going to get $5 per time. Or you can do a weekly pass at $10 for the whole entire week, and then that's basically 7 days a week, okay? What we also have, what we created between the leadership is what's called the Super Pass, and the Super Pass is something of incredible value. The Super Pass basically, if I do the math for you, usually if you go to boot camp, that's $18. If you paid the $25 before at our Holiday Inn Express, that's already $43. So 25 plus 18 is $43. Plus, if you attended our weekly Monday night tax seminars, that was about $5 per time. So another $20 on top of that, and other events. So that's almost about $80+ per month. That again, for me, that's not even an issue because I know that it's for my business. It's an investment for my business, and it's important for my business. Because again, instead of me having to come out and doing all my own meetings, I could rely upon leaders and other trainers and other presenters. So when I first got started, I don't know if you guys realize this, but I wasn't doing meetings myself the very first time. I was relying upon other leaders and other trainers and other presenters. So I knew the value of these of this expense. Now, of course, with the new Office Pass, the Super Pass is only going to be $40, and the $40 Super Pass will include your boot camp ticket. It's going to include 24/7, every single day for the whole entire month access, of course, to the facility, so $40 for the whole entire month. And again, it's going to have water, coffee, tea. It's going to have Wi-Fi. It's going to have everything there ready for you. You can go there. You can do your calls there. We're going to have extra events there. We're going to open up Sunday night trainings there, Sunday night calls for them to gather together. And it's a place to call home. Bring your people there, have trainings together, do calls together. And if you want to just be in an atmosphere for working, it's a great way. I know a lot of people have shared with me already that back in the days, if they're at home, they feel kind of lazy. So they come out to our training center, they get energized, they want to do calls, and they're in the go mode. So you can book your guests from Kijiji to come to the training center. You can have we're going to have secret days there. So all of the events starting this coming Wednesday. That's right, folks. We're actually going to be doing our first pre-launch of the training center, our first tour, our first pre-launch of this training center this coming Wednesday night. So please, folks, come on out. See your brand new training center. It's just for you guys to use as well too. And the following week, so on the 25th of the following Wednesday, we're going to have the official opening of the training center. We're going to have a party starting there at 6 p.m., followed by, of course, a tour at 7:30 p.m. So, folks, I'm just so excited that we have this place called home. And again, it's a place for us to gather together all the leaders, all the different people, just to, and it's going to explode your business. So I know that maybe, of course, we have the other RAs, NAs, and of course, ambassadors that want to share some words. So Sean, again, thank you so much for an amazing call tonight. I can't wait for this pre-launch this coming Wednesday, and see you all there. And Sean, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Renee. Of course, I know we're going to have our March 28th boot camp there as well, so it's going to be very, very exciting, and I know all the leaders are so excited about this and putting this together. Yeah, so we'll get the address posted as well for this coming Wednesday, so I know we'll get that posted in the GWT family, so everybody will know. Actually, 9011 Leslie Street, Unit 306, okay, is the address, 9011 Leslie Street, which is basically Leslie and Highway 7, Unit 306, and again, we'll get all the details. Renee say entrance is the back of the building, so we'll get all the details properly posted up in the GWT family, so everybody knows, but that's exciting, huge news. Come out from this Wednesday, you're going to have 7 days a week there. Access to the top leaders, top earners, the millionaires of the company, so imagine what it's going to do for your business. So thank you for that, Renee. So Shanaira, we'll pass it back to you to go through the remaining announcements.
Wonderful. So we have one last comment. We have our national ambassador, Mr. Reza Mizgalu, saying amazing training as expected from Mr. Caribbean himself. Thanks for this amazing training. Took lots of notes. Now the next coming up event is this coming week. We have our ambassadors, Mr. Sean Singh, and our regional ambassadors, Mr. Sean Haynes, who are going down to Haiti for our big opening seminar there in Haiti from the 19th to the 23rd of March 2015. So if you're planning to go down, you want to start booking your tickets. I know it's going to be from the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 23rd. You're going to have huge tours in Haiti, so you want to talk to as much as many people to get out to the hotel, Best Western Hotel in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and invite as many guests, and let's get the house full. Also, we have our Montreal boot camp coming up on Saturday, March 28, 2015, starting at 10 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. We have our special guests. It's none other than our national ambassador, Mr. Reza Mizgalu, and our regional ambassador, Mr. Leor Scaler. We'll be doing the Montreal boot camp in Ruby Food Hotel in Montreal. So
Also,
you want to go on and click to register. To register for Montreal boot camp.
Yeah. Also, Shania, I know they do a Friday night tour, power tour, on the Friday night before the boot camp as well at the Ruby Foods.
Okay, so make sure you invite your guests to go out to the tour on Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen, and as well get them started right away for Saturday for boot camp with our leaders. Also coming up, we have corporate coming to St. Martin. We're going to have a grand power tour. We're going to have our very own Mr. Remy Mizgalu, our CEO, founder, and president, and of course our senior vice president of products of design, which is Sinez Human. Miss Sinez Human is coming down to the Caribbean. And we have our special guests as well, leaders, our national ambassador, Mr. Reza Mizgalu, and regional ambassador Sean Haynes will be also coming down as well. And we have a full schedule set starting from April 8th until April 11. We have full structure, everything in place, tours, trainings, name it. If you're planning to come down from any neighboring Caribbean island, please contact our regional Caribbean office, Miss Agnes Brooks or Mr. Renga Williams, to let them know that you will be coming. You can send them an email to confirm that you'll be coming in and to attend this event.
Also, Shanaira, just again,
so
yes, as you said, all the islands, all the LCs from around the islands or anywhere in the world. You know, come on down, beautiful island, St. Martin. Come and join us with the CEO, Senior VP, National Ambassador. It's going to be a tremendous 4 days of events.
Absolutely. Event coming up is July 10th as well to July, from the 10th to the 11th, 2015. July, we have our Forensic Networkers Seminar coming up. It's a 2-day event. This is a do not miss event, ladies and gentlemen. go ahead and book your ticket. The early bird tickets are $179. Tickets will go up to $229 after May 1st, 2015. So you want to go and book your ticket. The Forensic Networker by our very own CEO, founder, president, Mr. Rami Mesgalu. It will absolutely blow your mind. It will set you in place. This is the vehicle for your business that will extremely change the way of seeing things in this industry. So if you haven't got your tickets as yet, I strongly urge you to go ahead and purchase your tickets. Remember, after May 1st, the tickets will increase, so book your tickets for the Forensic Networker training, 2 days event.
Also, Shanaira, before we go on to the next slide, we have Minnesota tour coming up with our National Ambassador, Youngest Millionaire, Rene Liao, and of course our Regional Ambassador, Jeanette Beaver, who was just featured in Business for Home for $25 million in BDM sales. So very exciting coming up in Minnesota, and I'm sure the flyer will be out for that as well shortly. But March 27th live tour and March 28th boot camp in Minnesota with those top leaders. So if you know anyone in Minnesota, definitely invite them out for what's going to be tremendous events.
Wonderful. Okay, so as everyone already know, we have our annual 10th International Annual Convention coming up in 2016. I've said it many times before, and I continue to say it. Please book your ticket. This is also another do not miss event. Early bird tickets is $139. Ladies and gentlemen, believe me, I'm talking from experience. The tickets will go up, and space is very limited, so really book your convention ticket and make sure, ensure that your team members book their convention tickets as well to be there at our 10th annual international convention. It's going to be insane. It's a do not miss event. You have to be there, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at convention 2016, starting from April 10th to April 7th, to April 10th.
I think that's the end of the announcements for tonight, Shanaira.
Okay, wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this evening. Thank you so much for being on the call, taking leadership for your business. We are in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. Thank you again to our Regional Ambassador, Mr. Sean Haynes, for such an amazing training this evening. I do hope everyone took notes. I know our National Ambassador, Mr. Reza Mesgalu, said he took lots of notes, so I really hope everyone did that as well. I guess we'll see everyone coming up this week on Tuesday for our Fast Start training. To have a pleasant evening, morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world. Thank you. Good night, everyone.